Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Olise! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Olise deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Balde is there and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played out wide. Oh, terrible pass. And it's Lima. Jackson, brilliantly cut out. And that is a little undercooked. Now this could be a chance. Shot a goal! It's fallen kindly here.
Let's start that again.
He's trying to hit the front line here. Quarter of an hour played. That could spell trouble. Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Rafinha. He's picked his way through. Chance, surely! Goal! Barcelona! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Yes.
Opts to play it back. Araujo, that is ended up in no man's land. He's through here. Jackson, he's found the way through. Great chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Jackson really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. As he cuts out the supply. Dani Olmo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Not the most accurate pass. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And he's managed to get free. And here's Pedri. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Casado. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Upamecano makes the interception. That's destined for the flank. Now, what about a counter-attack? And he's certainly onside here.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Oh, that's fabulous. And it's Olmo. Koundé. Eric Garcia. Araujo.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Nicely weighted ball. Araujo. Balde. Casado. Looking for options for movement. Tar does well to get it back. That's a throw.
Jadi
He has found the way through. And back to the keeper. Eric Garcia. Pedri. Dani Olmo. He's on it. Can he get away?
Oh, great feat, that.
Balde kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Barcelona coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Barcelona have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Barcelona leading courtesy of the game's only goal. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Casado and Araujo. Eric Garcia. Kunde. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. Casado. Dani Olmo. And it's Pedri. Yamal. Pedri. He's cut it out. Decent chance! And there's a goal!
Yamal.
2 up now, and they are cruising. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Played out towards the right wing. He is through here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Davis did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Casado. Rafinha. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Stood up well to him there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Garcia. Araujo. That is a great pick out. He's shifting through the gears here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Balde. It's Pedri. Balde. And it's Pedri. Now Casado. Tar gets across to intercept that. Good ball, good take. And he's had it nicked away. Can he get on the end of this? Dani Olmo. Araujo. Eric Garcia. And it's Balde. Dani Olmo. That'll be a throw-in. And it's Lima. And that pass just didn't quite work. Araujo.
Iya, sudah.
Kunde. And it's Pedri. Kimmich gets a foot in here. That looks a decent ball. He's got away. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, shooting chance! And that's a real chance missed.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
So, third corner of the game.
Yep.
Diaz!
Ning.
He will be livid with himself.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
El dorsal 17.
Balde,
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 16.
ahead by two and just about into the home
El
straight.
dorsal 21. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Fermin. Yamal. That is good strength.
What?
It's a throw in.
Ito ko nung.
And it's Lopez. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Balde goes looking wide. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Fermin. Lewandowski. He's had a shot!
Ito hindi. Ito na.
And they are disappearing out of sight. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Shot could be on. Chance!
Uy, Neng.
That is terrific from Lewandowski. A finish of true class. They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away...
And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Lewandowski.
Muski. Gitu. Jadi abu. Bukan kedua begini. Strike. Kemarin semua. Lihat. Aman.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Well, it certainly doesn't feel like a friendly to me, Peter.
The atmosphere, absolutely that of a premium contest.
Yeah, and this crowd are demanding the most from their players, and it looks like they might get what they came for.
We're up and running then. And he cuts out the supply. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Eric Garcia. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, you'd almost expect to know what kind of game this fella, Alejandro Balde, is going to play. I mean, we know he can operate on either side, and he's a cracking carrier of the ball. But his pace and ability to track back are huge pluses. So this guy gets up and down the pitch to great effect.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly a real chance!
Kita pun
Fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pedri. Yamal. And it's Olmo. No foul, says the referee. Neither side yet able to find the net. And the return pass. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's fabulous. Now that's a fine challenge. Pedri. Dani Olmo. And Yamal. He's a sharp little ball here. Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Opts for safety. Eric Garcia. Casado. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. This looks promising. Pedri. Dani Olmo. Now, can they get him away? And that's a dangerous ball. Bernardo Silva receives... And the shots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Real yan betul. Salah lagi betul.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Pedri. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Kunde, Dani Olmo, some front-footed pressing going on here, and he has been fouled there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Balde, Casado, now it's Dani Olmo.
Gue hiu itu nih.
Eric Garcia. Araujo. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Played out towards the right wing.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
And he was quick to react.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Reinders. It's a threatening ball. Dani Olmo. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Marmouche. Garcia claims comfortably. Eric Garcia. And it's Koundé. Pedri. No, that's been intercepted. Matheus Nunes. Rumah breathes a sigh of relief. And that brings the first half to a close. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal. That extra clinical edge.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
He's picked his way through. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Pedri. Balde providing an outlet on that flank. Balde got a long way forward to join the attack. Out for a throw.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Oh, that's a key interception. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Casado. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. It's Reinders. Just about up to the hour now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the pass is intercepted. Looking to play him in. Nicely weighted ball. Shoots! And a neat finish. Now they've waited. Now they have it. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Great chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Cherki. That has been cut short. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way they're...
Haaland! Oh, the pass! Pedri. Dani Olmo.
Barcelona really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
He has found a way through. Eric Garcia. Taken back almost at once. Not the most accurate pass.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Cherki. He's cut it out. Eric Garcia. Dani Olmo tries to pass it through. Nicely shaped ball. Eric Garcia spots it and intercepts. Looking for options for movement. That's good defending, very good defending. Now it's Haaland. Oh, great chance! There's the shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So we have movement on both benches.
El dorsal 4, el dorsal 10.
Barcelona are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And here's Rashford. Valde. And it's Casado.
Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Now it's Reinders. Reinders opts to play it back. Oh no, this does not. Tries a shot! And again! Oh, and the referee says that is it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that they're...
Shapes to shoot! He scored! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So a breakthrough already. Balde. Threads one in. He has found the way through. Balde has got himself a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ruben Dias looking for options for movement. Distributed tidily. It's come to nothing. Yamal. That looks a good ball through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rafinha in acres of space out wide. No, that's been intercepted. Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the shot's on here. He's having a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. And it's Koundé. Barcelona are behind here despite their domination of possession. Reinders. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's managed to get... Great chance! And no mistake. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Lewandowski clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Dani Olmo. Spread it left. Haaland.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their...
Takes a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Bernardo Silva, that is ended up in no man's land. Nicely weighted ball. Nice bit of skill and he's away. And this is Lewandowski. Has to go back here. Now he's going for goal! Reinders. Vardiol. Reinders. That has not gone well. No, not quite on the same wavelength. And here's Lewandowski. Haaland. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Balde. That could spell trouble. Oh, great chance! There's the shot! Dani Olmo. And that's been won straight back. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. That has been slung wide. That is good progress on the left.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Now it's Dani Olmo. And he's quick to return it. A lot of space ahead of him. It's out for a goal kick.
Oh, dengan kesu.
Koundé. And Yamal. He is through here. Oh, important interception. Driving on and making good progress. Pedri crosses. That's a decent clearance. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So let's get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Barcelona really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Casado. That's a good ball out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That pass has been well intercepted. Balde. Rafinha getting forward. That's a cute ball. Knocks it out wide. Now that's well seen too. Someone off target. And it's Balde. No way through there. Dani Olmo.
Yes.
Oh, the ball's gone astray.
Padat ramai.
Bernardo Silva. Can he get on the end of this?
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Reinders. Oh, super find. He's found some space. And the finish! And that's a sharp finish.
Anjir.
They are playing them off the park. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Asciende a 96.026 espectadores.
Good ball, good take. And it's Casado. Marmouche. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Koundé.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan
Well
here.
measured. He's found a way through. This might spell danger. Oh, good effort. Oh, that's a fine challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cherki. And that pass just didn't quite work. Balde. Casado. And it's Olmo. Pedri. Played out towards the right wing. Not where it came from.
Barcelona truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Balde. Araujo. Casado. Dani Olmo. 75 minutes played. Yamal. And Koundé. It's not an especially good pass, that. Eric Garcia. Koundé. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Not the most accurate pass. Araujo.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Lewandowski. Look at a chance! And he stuck it away. That is lovely. Finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Barcelona get their goal. A bit of respectability restored.
Agak lambat.
Now, can they get him away? He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. It's a threatening ball. Big chance! And that's a good finish. And there, right back winning touch. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
El dorsal 10. El dorsal
And now he has two.
El dorsal 4. El dorsal 8.
So could they be onto something here?
El dorsal 7.
And that's a throw.
El dorsal 14. El dorsal 16. El dorsal 5.
And he's managed to
El
gift it
dorsal
back.
21. Cambio de jugadores. Habrá
Ups for
2
safety.
minutos de descuento.
Kovacic. And the number on the board is 3. And it's Lopez. Koundé, Guardiola calmly anticipates. And the referee brings it to a close. Performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
Gol. İyi. Ini kalem ini.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. It is a true heavyweight clash.
It'll be interesting to see how these teams will go about things in the knowledge that there's nothing riding on it.
Yeah, maybe there is some scope for experimentation.
Yeah, I suppose something different to the norm. That would be an interesting prospect. It could get combustible.
So straight into the action. Now it's Rafinha. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. Could be danger here. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Tries to pass it through. Shot, surely! And needless to say, that deserved better.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Cherki clears it away. And now they can spring out of defence.
พลาดอย่างนี้
Somewhat off target. Lewandowski. Yamal. Oh, important interception. Good read, needed to be. Reinders. Now it's Haaland. Threads one in. No goals as yet. Balde. He's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, played through for the wide man.
บอล
It's a promising position. Araujo gets a foot in here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can...
And the shot! Goal! Barcelona!
รวดเร็ว
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Just the keep takes a shot!
Vista tu el pressing
Reinders. Barcelona currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Cherki providing an outlet on that flank. That is a brilliant interception. Yamal. Almost half an hour in now.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Short changes him with that pass. Oh, that's a shoot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Ah, he's given it away. That has not gone well. Casado. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Eric Garcia. This is a promising build-up. Rodri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Yamal. Ball's gone out of play.
ดูมันเลยก็จะยิง
Koundé. Pedri. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Koundé. Yamal. And it's Pedri. And Balde. Rafinha.
Habrá un minuto.
And they've got a throw. Cherki. It's a pretty loose pass. Araujo. And the referee has blown for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
มันก็เอา
Barcelona come in leading by just the odd goal.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back underway. Barcelona currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Balde. Araujo. And here's Rafinha. And here's Dani Olmo. And he was alert to it. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Pedri unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That's going wide left.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
That is good strength. Kovacic. The message is clear, none shall pass. Barcelona are ahead here by what is still the only goal.
You can never be short of runners in the space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That is ended up in no man's land. Koundé, that's good pressing, squeezing the play. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Dani Olmo, he's got away. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Marmoush, great defending, strong and determined. Not the most accurate pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Manchester clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ruben Dias. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. That's a sharp pass. Pedri! There was plenty of power on that. Reinders. Dani Olmo. Casado. Great vision. And he cuts out the supply.
I think the
Big chance! And that's a tiny finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Dani Olmo, Rodri promptly onto that, and that is that. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Kovacic. And now the breakaway. Foot in. Pedri. And it's Pedri. A nice sequence of passes, this. Cherki. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Can he get on the end of this? Pedri. That has not gone well. And he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Reinders. 1 minute to add, according to the board. That's that, the end. Barcelona are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Lewandowski picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Okay. GT.
Tengok boy.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And a chance! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him